This game was made on the land of the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Sovereignty was never ceded, colonial violence never stopped. You Will Not Remain is a story about isolation that contains dark themes and deals with mental health issues. These include, but are not limited to, anxiety, depression, dissociation, and suicidal ideation. Alright. Well, that's your introduction. This is You Will Not Remain. I don't know anything about it, other than it was free, and it's apparently spooky. Tend to be played in one sitting, there is no saving. Alright. Ooh. I probably should have looked at controls. Oh, it's time to wake up. Yeah, I'm clicking buttons. How do I wake up? Don't know how to wake up. It's not working. Nothing's working. Oh. What? Again. How many more agains will you have? Ah, it's spacebar. How long have you been here? Doesn't matter. Ooh. Well, I know that feeling. Okay, there's a plant. The leaves are drooping, you should water it. You fill the watering can and take it to the plant. You soak the base, hoping it's both enough and not too much at the same time. You've never been good with plants, and sometimes trying too hard is what kills them. Oh, I know that feeling. I had a succulent, and it died because I didn't know how to care for it. I still feel really bad about that. We'll have this little... Why does my rug looks like an eye? You still have plenty of grounds and instants when you're desperate. You haven't even gone through all the apartments of this floor, making it as much as ritual as it is comfort. You cradle the cup in your hands, warmth seeping into your fingertips. It grows cold as you stare at the sink, the ceiling, the strange shapes your hands make around porcelain. You pour it down the sink, wash the cup before putting it away. Maybe tomorrow will be easier. Well, fun fact, it's actually good to hold a cup of a hot beverage because doing so will simulate the warmth of another person's hand. So, even not drinking it is actually a good thing, because you just held onto it. Channel after channel of nothing. Yeah. Can I interact with the not purple? I cannot. There's a bone. Okay, there is bone. Ooh. Is it getting bigger? Or was it always that size? If you're prone to poetry, you'd almost say it was beautiful in a fatalistic sort of way. But you're not. Haven't been for some time. You've run out of pretty metaphors for awful things. It's cool looking though. Okay, I guess we go back inside. There's not much else to do. You could watch circles around the apartment, or you could go back to bed. Bark, bark. Is that a dog? Impossible. It's been weeks since you've been stuck here. You would have surely heard it before this. Bark, bark, bark. Howl! You better go see what it is, just in case. Come on, open the door. You know you can. Can't you? Bark, bark. You can do this. Come on. Like saying the words will help. Howl! Just do it. That's wrong. Everything is wrong. You don't belong here. You need to get back inside. It's only down the hall. You can do this. Ah, this is very relatable. Bark, bark. Doggy! There's something wrong with this apartment. Bark, bark. Is that a dog? Yeah, it looks more like a Pokemon. But it doesn't look like any dog you've seen before. It's thin, skin stretched, tight across ribs, long body, old bones, and hard ankles. It's probably hungry. Hey, it's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. Bark. That's right. Everything's okay. Whine. Do you want to come with me? Whine. Is that a yes? I want to take a look at this hand. Oh, I can't investigate the hand. Okay. Whoa. The dog jumps forward before you can react. You brace for pain and instead feel the drag of its tongue across your chin. It pants happily as it tries to lick every inch of your face. Whoa! Down! It drops to all fours, looking obediently up at you, tongue lolling out of a mouth, bisected by wickedly sharp teeth. Well, it's this way, I guess. I have adopted a dog! You're glad to leave. Something is wrong here. A new kind of emptiness. No bed, no chairs, no life. How did the dog even get here? When the two of you leave, it will be all like nothing has ever been here at all. The dog follows at your heels, nose sniffing furiously at the air. Bark? Just a little further. It's such a cute doggy! Can I go further? Oh, that person is mouth. Okay, so mouth, stars, and eyeball. Dog runs in ahead of you, tail wagging so hard it makes a loud thump when it slaps the wall. Glad to see you like it. This is enough excitement for one day. It's time to go to sleep. Arf? Bed. Arf. I guess you're sleeping with me. Purple mass is still the purple mass, which is pretty cool. You peel back the covers and slide into bed. The dog is a warm, sprawling mass above you, content to be pushed around as you make yourself comfortable, unlike my dog. He takes up the whole bed. He's tiny as hell, but he'll just fight me through sheer force of will. When you've settled into the sheets, it lays its head across your neck, warm metallic breath lulling you to sleep. Aww. You're dreaming again. You remember being worried about her. You remember waiting anxiously at the door. You remember how the apartment still smelt of her for weeks, the sweetness of her perfume lingering in the sheets. You don't smell like her anymore. Radio static. No. Stay. No, can't do this again. Don't think about it. It's like it never happened. Stay inside, please. No. Oh, I guess that was an option. Okay, I'm up. Bark! That's certainly one way to be woken up. You can't complain though. Not when it saved you from bark, bark. Right. You have a dog now. A very strange looking dog. I must care for my plant. You water the plant. Has it gotten bigger? It's not dead. Maybe that means something. It does. You make coffee just like every other morning. You cradle the cup in your hands, staring at the walls and the cage of your fingers around the cup until the liquid cools, just like every other morning. But this time something is different. The dog is here, looking more at home than you've ever felt. The coffee is cold, but you drink it anyway. Bitter all the way down. Back, back! Are you hungry? Back, back! You're lucky we don't have any neighbors. You get it water, then fill a bowl with what's in the fridge. Patience, sausages, and double toasted bread. You hope it's good enough. When you set it down, the dog lunges desperately towards the food. Munch, munch. It's eating so fast, you barely see it chew. That's because dogs don't chew. They just swallow their food, basically. You better not throw that up. Well, you fed the dog, may as well feed yourself. You cook with whatever you can find, thankful for the electric stovetop. You eat from the pan, standing over the stove. No one's here to judge you. Back! You've already fed the dog. What do they want? Back! Back! Whine! You want to leave? Back! Okay, you're the boss. Hold on, I want to go outside. Okay, the writhing mass is still the writhing mass. Nothing to say about it. It's easier to manage the terror that climbs up your spine when the dog is so happy to be outside. Where are we going? Bark! Hold your horses! You don't have any horses, you're a dog. Oh, this is a long hallway. Oh, up the stairs? Bark! You've never been up here. Arf! Oh, it's... Worried if you stare too long you might fall in. Bark! The dog stares at you imploringly for a moment, its eyes flash violet. No, you're imagining things, it's just a dog. Throw the ball. Message received. Go get that ball, doggy! You can almost ignore the lilac glow when you're playing fetch. Forget for a moment that vast otherworldly thing stretching through the sky. The dog doesn't seem worried about it. I'm getting concerned because that's getting... What time is it? Noon? Evening? Probably midday? At least one of them. Maybe even all of them. I'm concerned about throwing the ball again. Okay. I think that's enough for one day. Fine. We can come back tomorrow. Bark! Okay. Someone's in a rush. I was worried because the ball looked like it was going to go over the edge with the next throw. That would have been less than ideal. Didn't take you long to figure out. The dog looks proud of itself. Okay then. You're so tired. When was the last time your lungs had tasted fresh air? You can't remember. Bark! I'm sorry, I think that's all I have for today. Fine. I guess this is my life now. Yeah, still unchanged. Unless it has changed in such a subtle manner that I didn't notice, but eh. You crawl under the covers. You still haven't washed them, not since. The dog lays atop of you, heavier than expected, seen as its skin and bone. It cuddles into you, a knife-long teeth whisper from your throat. You can feel its heartbeat through the blanket, the gentle expanding of its chest beneath your hand. You wish this was over. Well, stay inside. If you don't let them in, they can't get inside. Silence. No sound. No thought. You type in her number into your phone. You know it off by heart. The sound of the buttons are a familiar melody. Ring, ring. It rings out. You try again. And again. And again. Ring, ring. Nothing. Miles and miles of nothing. Maybe she's fine. Do you try to convince yourself? Don't let anyone in that isn't already inside. She has to be inside. Maybe already downstairs. Just in time. Just in time. Okay, I'm up. Bark. Right. Through the motions. When you touch the soil, it's bone dry. Seems like it's always thirsty. It needs so deep it couldn't be slaked by an ocean. Well, that's because an ocean is salt water. That would probably kill it. You used to know something about need. Now you won't let yourself remember what it means to need anything, let alone want it. Yeah, I've been there. First things first, coffee. You make it. Hold the cup until the liquid cools. Look down at it. Foreign in your unfamiliar hands, you pour it down the sink. You win some, you lose some. Bark. Here you go. Munch, munch. You're slowly getting used to living with the dog. How long has it been now? You can't remember. You should probably name them. I will name the puppo. What's your name? You can't keep calling them dog after all. Well, I actually have a cousin, aunt, something along those lines, who had a dog named D.O.G. No one caught on for a good long while. I thought it was a good name. Bark. That's very helpful. How about Rex? It means king in Latin, because you are the king of my world. Wine. Marble? Because marble's pretty. Wine. Marble sink? I don't know what you expected, my guy. Marble was not appreciated. Gas stove. Okay, gas stove would actually be pretty good for a dog. Shank. Bark. Lamb shank. Bark. Lamb shank? Really? Bark. Alright, you're the boss. The newly named Lamb Shank looks absurdly pleased with himself. Fine. All hail Lamb Shank, our new overlord. Lamb Shank's a good name for a dog. That's a fun name. You still look more like a Pokemon. Nothing has changed. The sky is... well, it's there. Don't think about it. Alright. Playing fetch. How long has it been since you became stuck here? Probably too long. Someone could tell you it had been weeks, months, or years, and you'd believe them. It's nothing like you can see the. It's not like you can see the sun anymore. Sometimes you forget what other people look like, the way their skin feels, how the muscles on their back shift when you hold them. Just the thought of touching someone makes your skin crawl. You feel claustrophobic and desperate at the same time. Wrong. That's enough. Time to go back. Bark! We threw the ball less this time. Lamb Shank deserves better. Be nice to Lamb Shank. Be nice to Lamb Shank. I walk so slowly. I should eat, yes. Food is good. You should eat something, but maybe you shouldn't. You only ate 5 minutes ago, right? Or was it 5 days? Do you think I should eat Lamb Shank? Bark! Okay, good call. You cook a meal of whatever you can find and eat it over the stovetop. Ow! I'm coming. Wait, hold on. I can just walk out. Let's see what's down here. Oh, we literally cannot leave. You're a different person before this new existence. At least you think you were. You remember feeling more, not just often, but also deeply. The emotions had names, and you could easily place them to the way your mind and body vibrated in time with your heart. You can't name what you're feeling anymore, are unsure if you even are. A chasm yawns inside of you, slowly growing with each moment you spend in this in-between. You want to think of who you used to be, what you were outside of these walls, but there is nothing left to think about. Okay, that's cool. So I literally straight up can't leave, have no neighbors, and a mysterious dog appeared in my room. Well, not in my room, in a neighbor's room. Okay, let's look outside. Yes, the writhing purple. The beautiful, tantalizing color. You and Lampshank are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift to sleep. You do anything to wake up, but that isn't how this works. Don't look at the sky. The sky? What's wrong with the sky? What could have possibly happened to the sky? Yes, that's right. Ignore your dream warnings. Oh no. It's how? It's to look at. It's wrong, not made for this world, but somehow captivating all the same. But why? Maybe you're imagining things. You must be. This isn't real. This can't be real. A fever dream. Surely, if you go back inside, the world will return to normal. It has to. She'll come home, and everything will be the way it always was. This is your public service announcement. The voice is robotic, clinical, and detached while the world forever changes. Do not let anyone in that comes from outside for the safety of yourself and others. We repeat, do not let anyone in from outside. No. Our homes are safe as long as we are in them. Do not let anyone in that returns from the outside. We repeat, people from the outside are displaying signs. My doggy might be evil and cursed. Who knows? But I welcome my adorable Poochie in death all the same. You take care of the plants. You don't feel like you're there when you water it. Your hands unfamiliar, your body unfamiliar, your mind alien, even after all this time. Doggy does not want food today. You used to go to bed excited for your morning coffee. Now it's just another thing you do. Well, yeah, it helps. You used to wonder when the power would turn off. You don't wonder about much of anything anymore. Bark, bark. It's time to feed Lampshank. Yay, all hail Lampshank. You fill up the food bowl. Munch, munch. I gotta wonder, how much supplies do I have? Howl! Lampshank likes it on the balcony. You don't. Something about him shifts under the lilac sky, pushing to be free. He looks hungrier out here. More alien. Lampshank has decided it's time for fetch. Bark! All hail Lampshank! The best puppo of all. Keeping me out of my depression. Giving me snuggles. Its teeth bared across my throat as I sleep unassumingly. There's nothing wrong with any of this. Never mind the warning to not let anyone inside. Sometimes you think about going outside and being done with it all. Finished. Yes. Understandable. But you have Lampshank now. You won't walk down the stairs and pry the boarded doors open, fingernails catching on wood and nails as you claw yourself out. No, you'll stay here. For however long that is. Time to go, Lampshank. You know, I wonder if I don't get the dog, and if I do open the door that I'm not supposed to in the first stream sequence, if something different happens. I might play this again and find out. Time for bed? Yep. Huh? That's weird. You can hear something. This is gonna be bad. Hello? What? Is anyone there? No. You're imagining things. It's not possible. Can't be. Whine. Hey, it's okay. I'm okay. Are you? Lambshank's eyes are wide, body trembling above yours, scared. You've never seen him like this before. Did the radio frighten him? Everything feels so fuzzy. You pet Lambshank, running fingers down his spine, each vertebrae sharp against them. You're so tired. What should you do? This is your public service announcement. The people from outside are marked. They can only get in if you let them in. We cannot stress this enough. Do not let her in. She will hurt you. Wait, what? Please, let me in. She's here. She's safe. Do not let them in. They will hurt you. Please, babe, let me in. I'm scared. We repeat. They will hurt you. This is gonna suck. You're at the door, unable to open it. Heart beating so hard you can taste blood in the back of your throat. You want to let her in. You do. But nothing feels real. Everything feels real. You try to move to open the door, but your body isn't responding. It's like watching someone else. Like you're no longer there. Like you're watching yourself like someone else would watch you. Babe, please. I'm so scared. So are you. White noise? White. You don't think you could let her in if you wanted to. Not safe. The screaming starts. You are brittle, and this is what breaks you. I'm up, Lambshank. I'm up. Is anything real? All of it. Is anything real? You water the plant just in case. Lambshank is the best. Is anything real? Is anything real? Bark, bark. Real or not, you need to feed Lambshank. I will feed Lambshank after I look in my closet here. Okay, I looked in my closet and nothing happened. I just asked if it was all real again. You fill up the food bowl. Munch, munch. Let's go outside and look at the purple. Scream! Scream, Lambshank! Is anything real? Yes, we have Lambshank. Look at Lambshank. Lambshank's great. He hasn't eaten the stray bone that exists on my floor for some reason. You should gnaw on that bone. Bone 9. Bark. That's a little atypical. Bark. If this is real, does it mean anything? Yes. It means you have a dog. And what's worse, that this isn't real, or that it is, that means nothing at all. That's an excellent philosophical question that I cannot answer. You can't even remember what she looked like, how she smelt. Can't recall how she fit within these spaces. Time to go, Lambshank. Bark. Barkity, 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 bark. All hail, Lambshank. I cannot wait for the reveal that Lambshank is something greater. Not a chance. Aw. My guy, you need food. Taken for someone who used to not eat. You pull back the covers to get into bed. You're already half asleep. Attention, citizens. Lambshank's not happy, but I must learn of the wisdom from the beaky box. Attention, citizens, the city has fallen. That's enough, Lambshank. In the coming months, we'll be evacuating any remaining survivors. Lambshank, we might be able to leave. Make sure to keep your radio on to receive pickup coordinates. Animals have been... Lambshank, what's wrong? Lambshank looks nervously around the room, flinches at the sound of the radio. We will tell you when it's safe to leave. That's okay, let's go to bed. Everything's going to be okay. Has that vine been growing longer and longer? I get the feeling it has. You get under the covers. For the first time, Lambshank doesn't join you. No, Lambshank, you abandoned me! Anything but this. You can't open it. You turn your back against the door, then slide down until you're a pile on the floor. We repeat, do not let anything in. The screaming continues. On and on and crying. Lots of crying. Time passes and stops and starts. The radio cracking in and out of life, her screams softening, her pleas getting weaker as the days stretch into each other. 2 weeks later, the radio goes quiet. So does she. Are you alone? White noise. Nothing but the ringing in your head. Somehow the silence is worse than the screaming. You wake slowly. You're used to Lambshank acting as an alarm, all wagging tail and doggy kisses. He is across the room, staring out at the balcony door at the sky above. Your dreams always return to her, though each time the memory is fuzzier, worn by time. Was she even marked? You'll never know. Water the plant. Something burns in your chest, but you choke it down. Without you, the plant would die. Plant must live. No, you can't. Your stomach keeps turning over and over like something is trying to escape alive. You leave it. The cup strangely lonely when filled to the brim. You fill the bowl, but Lambshank doesn't come running. Lambshank, food time. He ignores you. Come on, you need to eat. We're leaving today. Citizens. Remember, citizens, we have cleared the way. Hang on, I gotta see what Lambshank's looking at. Okay, it's just the sky. Same as before. The pickup zone is... It's time to go. Wine. Let's go, Lambshank! You'll never see this place again. Is that a good thing? Lambshank is so sad. What does leaving this place mean? What does the world look like outside these walls? Outside the city? Do you still belong out there? With people and their soft skin, soft hands, soft hearts? Will they now be as alien to you as the sky? I can't wait for the reveal that I'm actually a marked. There it is. The door. Wine, wine, wine! Come on, Lambshank. There was a time where slowly, one by one, people left. There were no boards then, just a closed door with the world outside growing further and further away. You didn't see them often, the few that remained with you, but you could hear them, human sounds that hummed in the background when you least expected. You pulled down one of the boards. Hush, Lambshank. The noise had been comforting. You weren't alone, but they didn't last forever, and over time faded into nothing. They must have left, taken their chances in the city falling around them. Anything better than staying here, being inside, trapped like a rat in a cage, every day played out again and again until you pulled down a second board. Whine. Bark. Lambshank, that's enough. You've never yelled at Lambshank before. Shame blooms in the pit of your stomach, but you can't look at him. Know that if you see fear and desperation in his eyes, you'll never leave. Pull down the final board. A beginning and an end, you think. You'd been the one to put them there. A reminder to never leave as the city siren song prompts an escape. You lay your hands on the door, palm against the cool, thick wood. Lambshank, you ready? Imper. He's trembling uncontrollably, eyes darting around the room so fast they roll into the back of his head. You pull a key from your pocket, fit it into the lock, turn the handle. Bark, bark. Lambshank lashes forward, closing teeth on your sleeve with a vicious yank. He pulls you backwards away from the door. Fuck! Lambshank! Bark, bark! Lambshank, what's going on? Every inch of his stretched skin looks like it's ready to fight, lips peeled back from inch-long teeth as saliva drips from a maw gaping impossibly open, wide enough to swallow someone whole. Bark, bark, bark! Lambshank! Bark! Knock, knock. No. Knock, 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 knock. You can't. Lambshank, you are the greatest. I'm hiding. Inside. You're inside again. What happened? Lambshank runs to his abandoned food, the leftovers of leftovers that you'd served, still there, silent. Did it get you too? Did everyone else hear the radio? Follow its lure to the door? Bark. Munch, munch. Lambshank happily devours the food, ghostly tongue scraping the dregs from the bottom of the bowl. Thank you, Lambshank. Yep. He jumps on the spot, looking absurdly proud of himself. Really? I mean it. How? Bark. Hold your horses. Can't you just go back to this in-between life of fetch and half-consumed coffee? Is it really that easy? Maybe. I can try. Nothing. You're not sure what you expected. Sky is still purple. Purple sky. Nothing. Tonight, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe a week from now, you'll throw the radio from the rooftop. Lambshank was right to be afraid. Trust animals, yo! Bark! I'm surprised we feel comfortable going back into the hallway after, you know... Well, we just removed the boards from the door. We didn't open the door. Alright. I can't tell if Lambshank is trying to keep me alive or trying to kill me. But at the moment, I think Lambshank's trying to keep me alive. You've gotten used to the violet light beating down from above. The creature seems satisfied if such a thing is possible. It's not rolling in the clouds, instead, breathing slowly around the tips of skyscrapers, the longest, softest breath you've ever felt vibrate through your bones. Is this it? Well, what is it? Give me a definition. Is this everything? Well, that's a interesting question, and the phraseology is peculiar. Is this where you must remain? Bark! Ah. Hey! Oh, that was good. That was a nice happy end. Aww. Those are some cute animals. Aww. This was a fun little game. I might play some more. Because I am curious to see what alternates may potentially exist here. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll just take a look at controls. Alright. Yep, no saving. Alright. We know all about this. And we know about that. Alright. Let's see what happens if we don't get the dog. Better ignore it. Who knows what it is, if it's even anything at all. You want to trust your mind to not play tricks on you. Not a chance you'll be able to sleep with that racket. Oh, okay. I have to get the doggy. Alright. Alright, so I have to get the dog. Alright. And doggy shows me all the love. I wish I could explore this apparently empty apartment. This actually would probably be a better place to live, let's be honest. I cannot go. Oh, wait, I can. Here we go. The exit. Alright. It's been so long that the things you used to miss have become lost. You try to remember the shape of them, but over time the image becomes softer and softer, washed away like regrets in the rain. But still you try to picture the warmth of the world, of her, even though each time it gets harder and harder. Like tonguing a sore in your mouth, the more addictive, the more it hurts. You've forgotten the way a storm smells, how the world breathes quietly after it is past. There is nothing else but the inside of these walls and the monster bisecting every time zone and power line of the world you used to love. You want more than anything to leave. You want more than anything to stay. You don't know which is better, or which is worse. Okay. There we go, I fully interacted with that door. Can I keep going to the stairs? I wish I could move faster. Look at this pitiful walking pace. I mean, don't get me wrong. I completely understand that, you know, I'm a depressed individual. Don't have a lot of energy. Alright, to bed. And then the dream. Alright. Going to open the door. This is a dream. If only things were that easy. Oh. Okay. So there's that. Alright. So that was a different action. Let's just feed the dog. And then feed me. Alright. My plant's dead. I just noticed that. My plant is dead. I have killed my plant. Wait, hang on. Yeah, I was right. The vines grow longer as time goes on. Hey, I'm observant. Alright. And then all this, which we're familiar with, I will return when we get something new. Alright, it is time for Sad Lambshank. Nothing else happened, so we'll see if this ends up being different. With me trying to open the door after Lambshank's warning. Alright, plank 1. Plank 2. Plank 3. Lambshank barks. Grass me. There's knocking. Alright, Lambshank, I'm gonna fail you. Let's see if I die. Better not. Oh. That's it. That's it. Just yeah, it sounds like a bad idea. Aw, I was hoping for a gruesome demise. Alright. Well, I've done nothing aside from what is absolutely required to. Alright. My plant's dead. I haven't had any coffee. I haven't eaten aside from one time. Yeah, this is perfect. Alright, Lambshank. Let us go. Play ball. So it just seems like this is how it goes. This is how it ends. Sweet and adorable Lambshank, looking out for us with his Pokemon tail. And thus it ends. Great game. I love it.